Hey, what's going on, guys? Peter here, giving you a quick unboxing of the Moto 360, as well as a comparison to the G-Watch and another nice watch that I've got around here. So this is going to be like a faux unboxing, only because if you see here, open box. I actually bought this open box, meaning somebody bought it and returned it, and I got it for $217 versus $250. So I'm not too mad about it, but this is exactly how I got it, and more or less how you're going to get it. So we'll quit the chit chat and get into it. So Moto 360 black on black, that's the one that I wanted. I like the black leather. And first impressions, maybe I don't know premium leather if it hit me in the face, but the leather feels very meh. It's okay. So on the back side here, a little like felt to protect the screen of the Moto 360. That's a nice touch, just shows that they care. And you know, packaging makes a lot bigger impact on yourself than you might think, kind of subliminally. And the Moto 360's packaging does a really nice job of really encapsulating what Motorola wanted to do with this watch. So as you can see, yes, it's already on. It seems to be the watch face that every YouTuber uses, but I do like it myself. So taking it off of this little foam pad, you have the watch itself. I'm going to throw it aside just for a second, just so I can show you the rest real quick. So you're going to have a typical wall wart, nothing too crazy. The wireless charger, which I will show you in a moment. And then some documentation that you're never going to read. So since you're never going to read it, we're not going to bother looking at it. Put all that away. And I'll show you real quick later how it actually charges. So this is the Moto 360. Let me zoom in here and give you some cool perspective on it. So even though I got it open box, it was in pretty much perfect condition. No scratches or blemishes anywhere on it. The only ones I did see were on the back, which I'm about to show you, but they really don't matter because you don't look at the back of a watch and they weren't deep cuts or anything. So you have a black metal stainless steel clasp. It actually says stainless steel right there. It's kind of cool. Overall, I don't know that I would call it like a super premium feeling watch, but it absolutely does feel premium, and absolutely more so than the other offerings. So here's all the other, everything that it says on the back of it. And you can kind of see into the right light some of the scuff marks that are there, but I wasn't too worried about it. I saved myself 40 bucks on it. So here's the watch itself. Let's zoom out real quick. And we'll compare it to the G-Watch. Original G-Watch in white. I actually have the charging pad or dock that the G-Watch uses just to show you the different mechanisms. The G-Watch uses this like prong system, and that's magnetic. Clips right onto it. It's okay. It's kind of quirky versus the Qi charger, which I'll show you in a minute. So first impressions of the watches themselves, I really like the feel and the look and just everything of the Moto 360, but I notice, and you're about to see it for yourself, performance definitely, I don't want to say is slower, but well, I mean, it's a little slower, honestly. That's the best way to describe it. It's very good. It's very acceptable to watch. We're just going to do some normal functions. So pay attention to the fluidity of all the animations. You can see it right there. That's as clear as day. The G-Watch just definitely handles things better. We'll go to world clock. I don't know that I've honestly ever used that. Well, maybe not because I don't have it here. Let's open up browser. It's disconnected. Yeah, we'll do that. So, I mean, just from the initial animation of, and it's even struggling right now, of the OK Google command. I'm sorry if I just turned your phone off, because my Nexus 6 just kind of went crazy. But I'm not disappointed per se, because the TI OMAP chip is a little slower to begin with in the Moto 360. But the overall package, I mean, you can tell it does suffer a little bit. It's a little bit more sluggish. Is it worth returning over this? I'm not sure yet. And if I do return it, I think I'm just going to end up returning this and selling this, because I love Android Wear for what it's worth, and especially with the Lollipop update, but I'm not 100% sure if I'd recommend it to people yet. So the Moto 360, I mean, it's a great watch. It looks nice. Let me throw it on real quick. There we go. So it looks really nice on the wrist. I mean, it looks like exactly what they're aiming for. A modern timepiece, a watch, first and foremost, not a geeky gadget. That is the most important thing you can ask for. Battery life has been okay so far. I know that's been one of the major complaints. So I guess the best way to describe my first impressions is concerned, because the G-Watch certainly doesn't look the best, but I can't say that I've ever had it stutter or any real major performance issues, and that's kind of important, especially for something that's supposed to prevent you from taking your phone out of your pocket. So here we have, I think it's a Citizen something or another. It says on the watch, Citizen's Eco Drive. It's a really nice watch, actually. So comparing it to the Moto 360, you can see that they're really similar. I mean, more similar than almost a smartwatch should be. And everything from the construction of it to the feel. I mean, this really, the best way to describe why this feels less premium than this is honestly the heft of it, which is kind of ironic because it's actually surprisingly light, and you don't expect it considering it's got a stainless steel casing, and you know, it's just everything that the Moto 360 is. It's essentially a phone on your wrist, a couple-year-old phone on your wrist, which is amazing. But this definitely has a nicer heft to it, which lends to the premium feel of it. Would the Moto 360 being heavier help make it feel a little more premium? I honestly think it probably would. All that aside, I think it's better that they went with a lighter construction because it's on your wrist, you're interacting with it, you're working out with it, you're doing everything with it. So I think overall having a lighter build is probably the best thing they could have gone with. Maybe give you a quick close-up shot. Just sort of comparing it. I mean, it really does look like a regular not a regular smartwatch, but a regular watch. Aside from the fact that this has a heart rate monitor on the back. And the cool part is, if I really wanted to, I could take the straps off of the Citizen's watch, put it on here, and switch them if I wanted. So you have the crown button on the side that's kind of nice with a little gold trim. I actually really like the gold accent just because it breaks the black all around. It's just kind of a nice accent. Whereas this has just one button, also the crown. And that's really it. It looks like a normal watch, and that's really the best thing you can ask for. As far as the flat tire that people are complaining about, it's not a big deal to me, really. Put a nice modern watch face on it. So it's even sizably similar. That's really impressive. So yeah, the Moto 360, I like it, and I like the fact that it looks so nice and it feels so nice enough that I think I'm going to keep it. But I'm going to give it another week or so before I make that ultimatum. Let me plug in the charger real quick and give you a quick look at that so you can see how it charges, because it's kind of neat. So you see, yeah, it's kind of sweet actually. It gives you a little animation showing the percentage, and it goes up, and it charges pretty quickly. So far it's been about under an hour. I can go from 0 to 100%. Nothing to complain about really. If you charge it overnight, you'll be good to go. It will last you the whole day. It's just a performance thing in comparison to the G-Watch that kind of concerns me a little bit, only for the future really, because now it's totally functionable. It's perfectly fine for now. It's just the future that concerns me. So there you have it. There is a quick look at the Moto 360 and everything it contains. Definitely let me know if there's anything you want to see. Full review will be coming as soon as it's ready. And of course I have it paired to the Nexus 6 in case you were wondering at all. Probably weren't. But yeah, it is absolutely the crown jewel of Android Wear watches right now. Should you buy it? That's a difficult question to ask, and one that I might be able to answer in a week or so, but I don't know that I can answer it just yet. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't, definitely subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And don't be ashamed to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, because it makes me feel good about myself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.